start by saying, what advice maybe has Johnny Logan given you?
Did he give me advice?
Did you ask for it?
I didn't really. I was kind of like, wow. The whole time. No, he told me that he's a bit of a sinner himself.
Oh.
And I really actually don't really remember. I think I was a bit starstruck talking to him, just like, ha. But he's lovely. And I loved his cover of Euphoria as well. It was beautiful.
Bambie, obviously you did a costume reveal, and is it the trans colours?
It's the colours of the trans flag.
Okay, and why was that important to you to incorporate it into the...
Because I'm a non-binary person, and in the world at the moment it's very dangerous for trans and non-binary people, and I want to show support as much as I can. We deserve the same rights, the same recognition, the same love as everyone, and I will scream it from the rooftops in any way I can, forever.
I want to ask you about the rehearsal just there. I mean, it was wonderful, and the crowd that was there really reacted. How did you find it? How do you think it all went?
Yeah, good. Obviously, there's always room for improvement, and we notice things that no one else notices. But I was happy with it. I think I had a bit more adrenaline today because there was a crowd there. I lost a nail. Halfway through, it just flew off. I was holding one of my fingers like this to hide it. But no, it was good. It was great.
Bambie, your journey so far has been, incredible. From Eurosong all the way through to now. The fans as well, from that moment in Eurosong that night of Send the Witch to now Crown the Witch. Can you talk a bit about how your fan engagement has been throughout this journey?
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been amazing seeing how much it's touching people. And it's quite emotional, actually. Yeah, I feel good. It feels amazing. And I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really proud of my fans, and all my fans are so creative as well. And I think, when you do something out of the box, it allows people to push themselves out of the box too. And I love seeing all the kids dressing up in Goth. And I think it's beautiful. And I'm really grateful.
You talk about the emotions there and the fact that, do you want to say hello to anyone back in Macroom, or even the Swedish side of your family? Do you want to...
What's up, Macroom, and what's up, Roma? Yeah, I love you. You're from a little town, but it doesn't matter where you're from. If you have enough drive and don't stop, you can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you want, and you don't need to stick in a box just because you're from a small town.
And as the hours go by, Bambie, if I can say this, you come across more and more confident, and we're crowning the witch, we're bringing the witch, aren't we?
Yeah, I hope so. I believe in my art, and I have an incredible team behind me who've been with me for a very long time, especially my demon here. Yeah, it's surreal. It's surreal.
Bambie, you've had loads of really distinctive looks during this whole, it's almost like a campaign trail. Have you generated those, or was it RT that generated it? Who came up with kind of the aesthetic?
Oh no, so all aesthetics and everything is in-house. I've been in the industry for a while as well, so we've been building this, but I have an amazing stylist, Bo Tiger Ray, who... We live in a very similar aesthetic world, so I don't even have to okay things really a lot of the time. I just trust him. And, we're queer. We like to pull looks. We like to draw the attention. And I think, I think it's definitely made everybody else up their game as well on the carpet, which is great.
The witch that we want to crown come Eurovision Grand Final, is it a character? Is it an act? Or are you actually a witch, Bam?
I'm a witch.
Yeah. So does that mean you practice with? Yeah.
Yes, I practice witchcraft. I haven't actually had my own altar in about 2 years because I've been couch surfing, so I haven't had a space. So I really miss that. But I do sigil magic, and I have a witch mom, a spiritual guide in the UK who teaches me and nurtures my craft. So it's important.
And would that guide give you advice or know about your Eurovision journey?
So I recently actually exited my Saturn returns, which is in your Saturn return, it's meant to be when everything kind of gets like chaotic and to a head, and last year was definitely that, and I think things are settling now, so she was correct about that actually. So yeah.
Is that like a prediction? That
It's kind of written in your astrological chart, so it's more of like a set in stone.
wow.
Can I ask you? We're not going to talk about politics, but it has been quite an intense journey. Were you emotionally kind of prepared for how much interaction there was going to be, and so much questioning from people whether you should stay in it? Were you expecting?
No, I wasn't expecting it to be so intense and so hurtful at times. But I think I was expecting to get hate regardless, because if you unfortunately are queer in the world, it just comes on a day to day, whether you're in the spotlight or not. And so to say I'm used to hate is probably correct, but also, I hear people, I feel for people, I am one person, and what I do have is also a lot of support, and I have a beautiful queer family around me here, so, and Eurovision's like the Gay Olympics, so I feel very safe. This is my choreographer and my long time friend, Matthew Williams.
Where did the concept come from then? Like, what are you dancing in with the candles? And
So basically, whenever we get together to choreograph anything, Bambie will come to me with the song, storyline, and sort of ideas that they would like to do. And then we just tend to put the music on and
Lie there for ages.
lie there for ages. So usually the first hour and a half we gather ourselves. But then I'll tend to just freestyle. Bambie will pick out what they like, what they want to keep. And then we start to build in any other dancers we might have on stage. And then as the kind of rehearsals started to develop, we started to come up with more an idea of what the story would look like, how that would translate. Because you can do so much with choreo and you can do so much with dance and lyrics and costume. But when it comes into the setting and the stage and the lighting, all of that, that's when it starts to really just take it to a next level.
Yeah, and we're theatre kids, so it's very important for us the whole
Way back in the day, 12 years of musical theatre.
12
years. 12 years.
Can I just ask you really quickly about your body makeup?
Yes.
It's great to see it in person. It's so detailed. That has changed and evolved. How has that come about?
Yeah, so our first dress rehearsal we did back in London was just more to kind of get the prosthetics under wraps, making sure it's stuck on, making sure it stayed with the choreo. Then after that was when we started to add in more paint to kind of figure out what we wanted the monster to look like. And then each rehearsal, until you get under the lights,
you can't tell.
you can't really tell until it's in full costume. You can't really tell how it's going to interact with one another. So at each rehearsal, we've just gone back to the drawing board, we go back to the hotel, we take notes, we work on it, we do an extra test run. And where we've got to it today is really
Half-beast, changing, morphing.
morphing
from human
it's
to
about
beast.
monster side and human side, just about
Just about.
left.
Enough for me, still trust you.
Bambie.
And Bambie, you mentioned, the future and I suppose the past, and you say about how the couch surfing. Do you think after this we will be able to perhaps get off the couch surfing into a
Yeah,
proper bed?
I'd love that. I'd love my own room. That would be amazing. Hopefully, definitely. I feel like that's a lot of viewers. Yeah, I don't know. I hope something will change.
Crown the Witch and give you a bed.
Crown
There
the
you
Witch.
go.
You mentioned the queer community were really good at supporting you. Have RT been very good at kind of prepping you emotionally for this journey and kind of for everything that's coming down the track?
Yes, I'm supported. I mean, there's always room for improvements everywhere, but I do have as I said, our team is small, but it's, very mighty.
Yeah. And can I ask about the Om on your face? On Twitter, people were saying that, or X, that it spells out ceasefire. Is that true?
Shouldn't read everything you see on the internet. Shouldn't believe everything you see on the internet. It is Om. It is Om. Yep. So it's gorgeous.
And do you want to tell us what it says?
No, you can go and translate Om if you want to take the time to do that.
Bambie, what would you say to Irish artists who are a bit hesitant to go to Eurovision? Because Ireland's attitude is still changing and growing. What would you say to them?
it's a massive platform. Why not take the chance on your art? You know, obviously things are changing. They've sent me now. Okay, it's open. Yeah, and I think, you know, Ireland definitely needs more nurturing of artists in their in development and giving them the resources. But what Ireland has is incredible lyricism and incredible imagination. And there's just something in the water, you know? So
There is.
go for it.